What is the order? Order of realization is first you will see this whole existence in yourself, then you will see yourself into me, then you see what it is. So you are every way surrounded by that. Then you realize whether you are or you are not. If we are saying Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahmam, so is it not same thing which what Krishna said? This all is pervaded by me only. There is nobody other than me. So words are changing, but substance is not changing. That is staying same as it was. Our stories have taken that very well. So there is Ravan's story. He is considered the best devotee of the Shiva and given by Shiva only that you are the best. And he just turns. And now we know him in a different role. So these our histories, they are written with the sense only, that how as a human being you should be. That is why they are timeless.
So in my office, predominantly if someone is very kind and empathetic, they are termed as a people pleaser. So how do we differentiate between a people pleaser and someone who is genuinely kind and empathetic, Guruji?
See, when we progress spiritually, our personality becomes automatically humble. Humility dawns upon us. So we become more sensitive. So when somebody is doing it only on some occasion, while people have been observing that this person is not like this, but at this moment, because whatever time you devote, because you ask about a specific situation, so office people have seen and now they are seeing a different face, so they try to relate with that, whether it is matching with the overall behavior all the time or it is not. If it is matching and still they are saying, then that is out of jealousy, envy, anything, competition so called. And if they are seeing it correctly, then it is a different matter. Then there may be some truth in it. Maybe not consciously, because our brains work very differently. So much happens unconsciously. Until unless you are fully alert, some decisions are taken unconsciously, because that so much data is already there. Like if you see a snake, automatically you will fear because your calculations are done. Why? You have so much work behind that it is harmful, it may cause death. So you become fearful or whatever way. So to refute that data, you will have to work very much consciously. Otherwise, so it is not necessary that you have thought about it, suddenly it happens. So this I am giving extreme example, but you are living in a cozy comfort of an office, there people are watching you and they are matching your behavior, whether it is some new thing has come or it is a natural behavior. Now, does what should one do in such a situation? So if yours is a genuine behavior, then maintain it, whatever others are saying, because one day they will realize if the company stays, means your company with them or their company with you, then one day they will realize that they were not reading correctly. You are like them. Till then, yes, it is you can call it anything. If you want to put it positively, then it is an opportunity to evolve. If you want to put it negatively, you say, I of karma. That's why I'm by doing this and I'm getting this. So idea is to look at it positively, humorously, that this is the nature of the world and you have been given an opportunity to evolve. Don't get carried away by what people. If we carried away, that means not good. Whatever, whether they are heaping your praise on you or they are saying negative about you, I don't get influenced by that, because that is the mark of a genuine behavior also. If it is influenced by somebody's praise and abuse, then it is not standard behavior. It's not genuine behavior. That's why it's a nindati niti nipuna yadiva estabantu. Lakshmi samavishatu gachati va yathestam nyayat pata pravachalanti padam nadhira. That whether somebody is praising you, not ordinary person, even those who know what should be praised. Niti nipuna means those who know policy. They are praising. It is like an economist doing appraisal of the budget. So he or she is expert of that. Still they say this is not good budget or this is good budget. You should not be bothered by that, because you want to give a budget, good budget to the population. So somebody is praising or somebody is abusing should not change yours, because you are genuinely meaning some business. So whatever happens, irrespective of that, you keep doing what you are supposed to do, which you ought to do, which you should do. And that is the answer to them. If you get influenced, then it is the more the reason they'll say, okay, definitely it was to please the people. Chum your way up, which is not your case. So with duration only, people see that credibility is the issue of the whole world. Credibility comes when you are genuine and others are genuine. Then this will not take much time. Otherwise, what else is the problem in the world? Only credibility is the issue. Solutions are there, but who should? That's the whole question. Somebody says this is a solution, somebody says this is the solution. Now, which one you follow? There is no such problem which has no solution. Solution comes first, problem comes later. This is the order. But whose solution to follow? That is, people are missing. That is why the Guru Parampara, we are saying that this is the only solution. No other solution is there. How much time people will take to realize this? How much population will be sacrificed in this course till they realize this truth? Can't say. I should not say. That's why.
What exactly is the soul, and whether it exists everywhere? Also, once you had mentioned that when the karma, the thoughts, the desires are so much, they also get embedded in the soul. So is it that in the atmosphere, if I see soul, there will be so many embedded karmas also? Does that happen actually?
Yes. Any time when we want to solve something, we begin from the point of origin. From where? See, first things first we call. That's why we call priorities, order of priorities. So we say that there is a divine, or soul, or super soul. These are divisions we have done. Mool is Atma. We say Atma, then we say Mahatma, then we say Paramatma. Why? To create a dialogue. Otherwise, there will be no dialogue. So we created these divisions just for the sake of communication. There is no such division. Otherwise, if there is no communications, those who do not have the memory, smriti of that, how will they reach that? So communication, samvad is needed. All Upanishad came for that purpose. So now we say that there it is, Paramatma. Then it is all pervasive. No doubt about it. It is all pervasive, embedded everywhere, but not visible. Not visible. Then what to do? Why it is not visible? Because it is visible only when you have become that. It's in simple sayings you may have heard. Only a saint can recognize a saint. Only a knowledgeable can understand knowledgeable. Why? These are experience-based truths, observations. It is not some prescription. This is how people find it. So because it is like total dialogue. When you are all pervasive, then you can see what is the all pervasivity. So it is all pervasive, nothing. Because if anything is beyond that, then a whole, neither your logic will hold, nor your conscience will hold, nor your dhyan, anything, everything will fall apart. So why is it, why we go to the Guru, and why? Just to make, because you have a trust in somebody. Otherwise, one simple question, whole scaffolding will fall down. Somebody who has done so much tapas, I'm telling you, and he just comes and asks you a question, is really there is Paramatma? All your body will shake and you will say, Achha, if this person is asking, to mera kya? He is known for tapas for so many years and he's saying, is there really? And now we don't know why he's saying. But हमारा तो question हो जाए. So that is why we go. That's why I say I cannot be known. So many people have come through this realization that ultimately you need a human being to tell you, the one who has experienced that, yeah, this is like this, and can be available for us, that if you want to ride on this wave, this is how it goes. So it is all pervasive. What is the order? Order of realization is, first you will see this whole existence in yourself, then you will see yourself into me, then you see what it is. So you are every way surrounded by that. Then you realize whether you are or you are not. And that is how it is proven also, that only that is there. Our being, see, what are we calling ourselves being? It depends on each one's current status. That's why everybody is on a different point every time, and they are changing. But so long as they are in this body, the journey is there. Otherwise, body that time only will fall when your journey is over. So something is there. Now, there are different rules why people are. Somebody is for something, somebody is for something, but definitely there is a rule. And two people are not alike. No two people, all are different. So with this differentiation, now how to see? So when you realize that, keep on realizing, then your situation comes, then you see. So I was saying, what do you consider at this point? From there only dialogue. So we go for the Purva Paksha. Here the tradition is, first you tell where I am stationed. That this is what I am finding difficult, this point. Otherwise we have to begin, where from to begin? From Brahma or from Jiva or from body or for soul, from where to begin the dialogue? So we say ki, okay, for the sake of understanding, we say, okay, what is settled knowledge? Everywhere it is talked. So we say, okay, you have a physical body, which everybody can identify. Yes, this body is there. But definitely this is not me. Those who have experienced out of body phenomenon, they know for sure that I am not this. So they will never fall for that confusion ever, because they have seen experiences on their own, so they'll never fall for any number of times you tell them that no, you are body, you say, okay, I know who I am. So I am, at least this I am not. Now what is that they have to explore? So all these seers, they explored all that. So they said, no, this is body made of these 5 elements. Then there are three elements in it: mind, intelligence, ego. That is your Sukshma Sharira. Then finally, when they become more subtle, so only memory, Smriti is left. That is what we call Chitta. See, anything, it is composed of 4, but whatever the chief quality, when you keep becoming subtler, then you minimize your words. That mistake people make. Then why you are saying only 1 when there are 4? If I keep saying 4, then I will keep saying 4 only, you will never go. So that you have to perceive that when I am saying Chitta, I am referring only memory. I am not referring other 3. Because now you have become deep enough to focus on memory only. And that memory is not this, that is called remembrance. Who you really are, remembering that. Now you have become free from this confusion. It doesn't mean that your body has fallen, your subtle body is falling. Nothing. Everything is, but you know I am not this. I am something more subtle. Subtler you keep becoming, you see the world differently. Then your seeing changes. So there you see how you are pervasive. So first you see that how you are there in the whole world and how the whole world is into you. When you want to go higher, then your connecting dots happens differently. So all the gross things, because those you have already explored, so you do not fall for that. Then higher things you keep realizing that this is how it is running everywhere. So ultimately we come to the word. When we become very subtle, and only through word you notice. The whole world you can fix in simple words. Because you have become that subtle. You have clarity that how you have gone through this all grossness and reached there. That is the role of the wisdom, buddhi, intelligence. There it ends. Whole world it has given you. That's why then there's another weaving of the kosas. So which trajectory we take, because it is so complex and very related. So we take only one. Okay, through this we reach to this. Then you start asking what happened to chakras, what happened to this, what happened to kosas. Yes, that is also there. But which way, which route you take? So we go to the Guru, say, I give you simple. All things will come into line. You just align, moderate, and regulate. Everything you will keep knowing when the time comes. Because the destination is same. So if we are saying Sarvam Khalu Idam Brahmam, so is it not same thing which what Krishna said? That this all is pervaded by me only. There is nobody other than me. So words are changing, but substance is not changing. That is staying same as it was. So this way when we are going, so then you reach to the causal state. And that is where we are calling that these impressions are left. But suppose you are in a position to merge that also. And then there is the story is over. So this is our journey. If we are not attached by anything and rightly behave the way, see, vidhi and kram is necessary. That is the difference between belief and realization. Realization is real. That you have really come to know that this all is not primarily true. Neither your body is true, neither your Sukshma Sharir is true, neither your causal Sharir is true. Why? Because not yours. What is yours in it? When you are not there, your is something when you are there. When the doer is not there, then how come the job, the work becomes done by a doer? There's no doer. So wherever that comes, that's why these indications are given. Whosoever has spoken, any seer or saint, and they give indications. If you yashana ahankrito bhavo, buddhir yashana lipite, hatvan iman sarv lokan, na hanti na nivadite. What is the purport? Is saying ki who does not have this ego sense. Yashana ahankrito bhavo, buddhir yashana lipite, and whose intelligence is not colored by anything. Even if he kills the whole lokas, then also there is no sin for such a one, but neither he is get caught into this maya. What for this is given? It is not given to become Hitler. It is given that you become. Have you become like this? Yes, na aham krito bhavo. Are you free from that ego sense? पहले ही स्टेप पे बात है ना, तो वो फ्री नहीं होते लोग. That is why they become Hitler. Just the opposite. So it is so subtle. Otherwise, you tell me, even what it was just an idea. For an idea, you killed so many people. Even not for something you, as a human, you wanted. Just an idea, and you did not. So how cruel person becomes just because they could not understand. Why? Because there is no Guru Parampara. Hitler had no Guru. Those who could prevail sense on him, or he could say, no, at least I verify whether I am going right way or no. So this, anytime how much you are evolved, but if you do not have this, so our stories are taking that very well. So there is Ravan's story. He is considered the best devotee of the Shiva and given by Shiva only that you are the best. And he just turns. And now we know him in a different role. So these our histories, they are written with the sense only, that how as a human being you should be. That is why they are timeless. Though we call them history, but this time doesn't apply to them. Anytime human, that's why I say n number of how many times these has happened, no count. But they'll happen the same way. Little bit slit off and little bit difference, maybe even not a fraction of second. Everything is going like that one. As a being, as a personality. Otherwise, existence word only comes from that. That you, it is all pervasive. Otherwise, you can't say how can you, what makes you, when we have demolished with knowledge, no, I am not this body, I am not this mind, I am not self, I am not soul, I am nothing. Nothingness feels heavier. So, this is how it is. That when such is the case, then you are not there, then what is there? Then what does it become? What are we doing here? That is why we say this is a Leela, only one is there which is playing into all. So if you come to know that, then you become humble. Because now you are not there. What is he playing? How do you know? If you forget, then you start playing, and then the karma is there, then those impressions which you are saying, then usi soul mein se apne ek part nikal liya, now this is me. So which is not, soul is not getting divided. It is impressions of the ego which start birth and janma and then death. It experiences. Otherwise it will not experience. Evidences that we can, what is written in the scripture, you can experience it here and now. It is nothing like, it's like if you go through this sadhana, then you will see that no, nothing is happening. Like people are saying that so much pain is there and this, that is not necessarily. Nothing may happen. Despite happening everything, you may not feel anything. So more and more you keep becoming tuned to that. More and more that subtlety comes, and then your dots get connected properly. So then you realize that this is ultimately is a play, and you and that to whom you are looking for are not different. And when this happens, then you cease to be. Then you become a true instrument. That this is how. Then you start knowing. That's why I say that Leela, who knows? When you have become that close, then you know already that this is what is next. Because there is no difference. But that is why the Guru is kept. Otherwise, that will become ego and you will fall down from there. Again, you have to do. So many stories are there for just to say this, that you do a mistake and you say, come down, start again. He said, this is the thing. If you keep this, and then you will not fall, because you have kept that something for your protection. So this is all pervasivity is experienced through subtlety. And crucial to this is vachan, word. Word be verified. In our experience, what are you doing? Suppose you are sitting in meditation. For every activity, it is different. You are sitting for meditation, you do cleaning, and then you do your prayer. Prayer people do differently, that's why I have kept prayer open. Depending on your state of mind that time, how you have evolved, prayer will be different. Somebody by bhav, somebody is devotion kind, somebody is jnana kinds. Different people have. Somebody go in meditation by thinking very deep over something. Somebody by singing something they go. Somebody by remembering something. So that is different for different people and different stages. So then you go, but ultimately there will be word in all this. Thought, word and deed, that's why they're becoming same. And then when you live, then you are somewhere high. That is a different world. So this is experienceable. And then when from there you come, then your intelligence becomes very pure. Then you begin to trust more. Because problem is that I am saying is that somebody comes and say, no, this is your hallucination. Then if it is not based on experience, solid, clear intelligence, then you may get confused. That is why we say worthiness. That should be there. Otherwise, kuch ka kuch. Well, I will not experience different things. So this is how it is. Even he realized in his language the same thing, Einstein. What these knowledgeable people realize, he connected different way, but he also realized the same thing, that there is something which I am not able to approach, but there is definitely something. And most of the scientists, those who are genius, they have always accepted the role more than anybody else. But people do not understand it. Some could say clearly, others could not say. How it is? How did they say this? Because this is mostly, they are all Vishishtadvaitins, you can say. That some branch of knowledge, through that they are reaching. Reach the way here, because anywhere you go into knowledge, she says, that's what Gita is saying, ki four ways are there that people come to me. So some are art, means kind of bhakt kind of flow. Art, arti. Somebody comes for some give and take. Jigyasu. So these are Jigyasu and Gyanis. Gyani, if they become, they transform into a spiritual being. Jigyasu, they are the Vishishtadvaitins. They play between Jigyasa and knowledge. Gyani and Jigyasu, there. But ultimately they realize, oh, I realize drop in the ocean. These are words of Einstein. That I realized a drop in the ocean. What knowledge I have got, if it is something. After giving such theories. So because more your persona opens, mind opens, or brain opens, you realize that how big it is and how unfathomable it is. But transcendence has that advantage, that it sees more, it can see more. Because now you have become a seer. You just see nothing doing, no temptation is there. Neither you have temptation for name, fame, anything, nothing. You don't have any. Even not even to acknowledge. Nothing. You just realize that how this is how it is. That is how the truth is. It is open for realization. That is the thing. So this all-pervasiveness is realized through subtlety. And more subtler, this is the sign we keep becoming, our dots will get connected more finely. And after some times, if you are true to your experience, you will know for certain that this is how it is. And that verification you can find in the world. All the people who are speaking in the world, all the people means those who have at least some height they have reached, become specialists of their field, political heads, scientists, thinkers, you will find they are speaking your words. They are repeating your thoughts. This much you can see. This is verifiable. But it should not be made as an egoistic. But just for the sake of the same, some you want to confirm, you can experiment and see, yeah, this is happening. Then forget it. Because that's not your purpose. You don't want to run the world. You just want to see what is the truth. You're not interested in running anything. So, but you want to, what for the body is there, that purpose of being human, that you want to achieve. So we say here, nothing else other than the Supreme Good. Sahaj Smriti Yog always says nothing. What else is happening? It is happening because of your good karma or whatever karma. Because if you are going right way, rightly aligned, then so many things good happen. So that is different. But your goal should always be that of reaching to the ultimate. Nothing less than that. Because if you are not there, simple truths you should remind yourself when you get eluded. There's so many threats we keep giving and discussing. Any you catch, even a single sentence you catch, you will be through. So if you are not there, everything is there, what is the point? And you are there means you are eternal. There is no other way of your being there. So truth is they're staring there in the face, but people, are you ready to realize it? That is the ask of the truth. Even in small incidents, though historically they are big incidents, there was a poet who said that Prashad, perhaps, he wrote a poem about Maharana Pratap. तो उसमें he was, this line comes, he was saying, कौन लेगा भारी है? Who will take this weight? Pashola ki Pratidhuni was the name of the poetry. He is there, everybody knows, but who is ready to uphold it? I say truth. Truth is always out there. He says, who is ready? Like Ganga is ready to come, but Bhagirath had to do tapash. First, let it come. Second, who will uphold when it comes? So knowledge is like that. वो भी ज्ञान गंगा ही है. That's why the symbolic so many things are there. So because in your head, see our tradition and all traditions of the world. If we say Jews, because from that tradition all other tradition flow. All Christian Muslims come from that tradition. Mool is that. So they call their place something like Ishava. Shiva is very much resembling to the Shiva, Ishava, where they study there this Talmud and all. Old knowledge there, Torah, Talmud. So if you see that way, so in that way I'm telling this is that there is a saying in that Talmud. One of the saying, the first saw, he died. Another saw, he became mad. Third se kuch shuru hua. So these are all referring to the same truths. That if you are not capable of upholding that, not worthy of it, then you will go mad. So you have to be ready first, that I am worthy of this. That is why some knowledges become confined to some, if not lost, because worthy people could not be found. So now when those stories of our forefathers, we think these are these mere stories, because we have become so pygmy that we do not trust their immensity. This is the thing. कुछ भी उसमें झूठ नहीं है, but worthiness नहीं बची. So that all pervasiveness is there definitely, and that is why how it is, because otherwise every principle will fail. Every our Isha Vashamidam Sarvam Yet Kinch Jagatyam Jagat. Ten Tekten Bunjitha Magrat Kashvidanam. This all is pervaded by divinity only. 5-6 lines, small, very shortest Upanishad, Ishavas Upanishad. But most very perfect. And Gandhi was liking that. Gandhiji's favorite that was Ishavas Upanishad. He once made a statement that even all knowledge is lost and one line of this is left. It will regenerate again. It's like seed. So there is never have been any danger for Sanatana, because all are in it. How can you can't kill yourself. It's like that. If you know the self, that it is can never be killed, then you can't kill. So this is that. How many are capable of upholding that? Because when such a big thing is, then you need something to uphold it. So we say Yogata, Patrata, Adhikar. These are the order. Artha means some qualification. Then you need ability, Yogata, and Patrata, worthiness, and then Adhikar. Now you are capable of upholding that. So that is how, because without that, nothing holds. That is all pervasive, all the time. More peaceful we become, like that, more we keep becoming in likeness of that, more we realize the truth of it. When we become gross, then our doubts begin. So every way, see, the cleaning means this, not cleaning is not for one thing. Any question comes, you have to solve it to your satisfaction, that this is how it is, so that it is, no doubt should be left. And that is the role of this relationship, that between guru and disciples, these four things, shok, moh, sandeh, bhram, they should become absent, because guru does not have that, so we should not have. Then it will be, so long as these things are there, the distance will stay, because our lens are different. They're not seeing that way. So these should, how we should, that's why we say keep taking note. How many times this hits you. And even if it hits, how quickly you bounce back and come to senses that this is not it right way. Then you will see a different world. So this is the way to realization.
Path to realization is requires a lot of sadhana, and for example, you have to get up in the morning, and I'm just being very thing.
Yes.
So is that also one of the reasons why people are not coming to the path? We are not able to even attract people to come to this path, which is the only path according to me to have a happy life.
Yes.
And is it also because our seers thought that not many would be worthy, that the procedure itself has become so tough? Because getting up early morning, most people find it very difficult. That is one, Guruji. And second was our responses. Like, I have seen my responses are changed drastically when I look at problems and when I think. But then I also find the other people think that, I am kind of trivializing, or I'm not taking it as seriously. I discussed this earlier also with you. So how does one handle that kind of situation?
This is true, that going with nature. See, waking up morning means you are ready according to the cycle of the nature. So if our lifestyle is becoming like that, and still we are saying that we have free will, and we state our independent existence, that no, I am capable of choosing, then it is self-contradictory. If you are capable of choosing, then choose to go with the cycle of the nature in every way. So that is natural, which now the way you are saying, it appears for the world, it has become as if something extra you are doing. This is very natural for the body to wake up early in the morning. So it is not at all tough, because anything if we are finding tough, that means we are not seeing the truth. Either, see, those who have not, why we emphasize so much on the guru, so much, but that's what we are saying, there is no knowledge which you already do not have, but who will verify it that this is it? Very simple reason, ultimate reason I have already told, that ultimately it is the how to demolish that ego, how to always, there should be somebody to demolish that ego, because that is the root cause of ignorance. So that is the utility. So people are not, many people do not see that utility. So it is a kala prabhava, you can say. all are not, we say, we see, certain things I don't want to say very openly because they may be interpreted in very many ways. Actually, all are not fortunate that way. But can we say that you are unfortunate? So we do not say such things. We try our best, but we try within our limits only. If somebody is fortunate, they only will, whom he is willing. Very clearly, all saints says, "So janai jehi dehu janai, janat tumai hoi jai." Only he can know you, whom you are willing that he should know you, and by knowing you, he verily becomes you. So clear. So all are have to do something to be deserving for that. But in the world, it appears other way around, as if we are saying, "Oh, please, somehow." So that confidence should be there, and that comes with the clarity. And that's what we have been whole this satsang we have been discussing, that if somebody puts a question, then is your everything goes for a toss. If it is experience based, real, it will not go. Say what people are saying. Prahlad's even father said so many things, but 5 years child, he didn't budge. He said, "No, no, I know what is it." So, but who? See, parents only you look up to, and to a small child, and they say the otherwise. He says, "No, no, it's not like this. This is the way." Why? Because he is seeing himself that I have been doing what? To read word, mind, and give. So I am the evidence. Is this? So that is one thing. And it is simple. So another question is that how people in situations when they are looking at it. No, the thing is, if we have a role, see, always responses are based on relationships. That you should remember all the time. Perhaps one series we can do on relationships also. In which relationship, how, what are the maryada of the behavior, like a husband and wife, guru and disciple, brothers, friends, how in every relationship, mota moti, how to behave, where are the boundaries. So in every relationship you have certain, and this thing, maryada, that beyond this I'll not go. In this relationship should not go. Now it appears so tempting when you are talking. Okay, what goes little, 2 sentences more, things will be fine. No, they'll not be fine. That you come to know through remembrance. That is called discipline. See, best example comes to mind is that of Shiva Parvati. Sati says, "I want to examine whether he is really all knowing or not." He says, "Nahi, karna nahi chahiye aisa." He says, "No, I want to go." So where to put that? Otherwise he could have, "No, no, I am telling you, don't go, it's not good." No, he said, "Nahi, knowingly." So Maryada is there. No, now she's independent, she's her personality, because husband and wife's relationship is that of equality. So equal, कोई इसमें छोटा बड़ा नहीं. तो उसके if somebody is open, तो उससे ज्यादा अच्छा कोई नहीं मिलेगा, हितैषी नहीं मिलेगा. और नॉट ओपन तो प्रॉब्लम है. तो फिर संबंध की मर्यादा बदलती है. It changes. Asserting personality, then accordingly you have to take. Not with which, फिर भी not with any ill will. That is important. अस कहे जपन लगे हरि नामा. इसके बाद when she did not listen तो राम राम करने लगे. ठीक, भला हो इनका. यही कर सकता है. जब कोई आप when you want to do something good and person is not ready, so आप उसको अपने मन में तो भला कर ही सकते हैं, ओपनली कर नहीं सकते. ये है मर्यादा. वो आपकी परीक्षा है कि आप किसी से प्रति आपको गुस्सा आ रहा है तो आप उसके लिए प्रार्थना उमड़ रही है कि उसका वो हमारी साधना. So anything we can do to other, that is what the upkar is. It is very many levels. It is different. When you see evolve, it is different work for different person. दो सिचुएशंस है, योगा रूढ़ एंड योगा रूह. योगा रूढ़ समझ लो गुरु, और योगा रूह समझ लो हम सब साधक जो है. तो योगा रूह के लिए जो काम है दैट इज डिफरेंट फ्रॉम योगा रूढ़. उसके लिए तो सोचना देखना ही काफी है, बिकॉज सटलिटी इज डिफरेंट लेवल. तो वो चीज़ है. तो वहाँ पे अगर ऐसे कोई सिचुएशन आती है तो आप जस्ट एक सेकेंड यू टेक सम टाइम, वेदर इट इज will do good to other person or I am venting out. Simple things. So if other thing is there, not it is only welfare. Sometimes it's very tricky, very contradictory. All these things are there. But intention is key. And then with experience comes how to put it across. So these two things, 2-3 things if we keep in mind, then it works. Intention should be for the welfare. Putting across should be very calm and cool, that other is in a position to receive, because when some temper is not cool, even if you give the best thing, it will not be received. So first reception has to be created, and when after doing all this, if situation is like this, then शांत रह के वही चीज जो इंटेंशन था वो अपने मन में you do is that welfare come to the other, because that comes back. Anything you do good, that comes back. So is other thing. So always that is investment, because other you have to connect everything to the principle. When we are saying soul is all pervasive, then is there anything which is not being counted? Everything is being counted, because the recycling.
Even thoughts.
Yeah, how to come in thoughts. So beauty is that thought only you know, so you can correct them without being you don't feel ashamed or anything, because you are thinking. So you just feel, oh, this is good, this is not good, I can correct it, this is the way it should go. Now that will bring a beauty, inner beauty, that is called interiorization. When your thoughts become beautiful, when you are sitting alone, only beautiful thoughts touch you, despite all the muck being around. That means interiorization has happened, something you have built. And of course, these is keep away for children. They should be kept away from social media to a certain extent, because this keeps throwing rubbish and it influences.